Hello, everyone. Welcome to TSSR Game Time Live. I'm Taken Perry here besides John Burton and cameraman Grant Hicks for this JV matchup between the Macomb Bombers and Lewistown Indians. Have a good JV match on our hands here today. What do you think there is to look out for today, John?
Well, obviously both teams coming into this contest pretty evenly matched on the season, I would say. This Macomb team likes to play with a lot of pace, and obviously the Lewiston team, they're going to be looking to slow the Bombers down here as we're getting ready to get into starting lineups.
Something to look out today for Macomb is their harsh defense that they've built on both the varsity and JV parts of the game.
Carter Sowers starts for the Indians. Brennan Grove out there. Colby Clear. And number 34, LJ Draper out there for the Indians. Now starting lineups for the Bombers. Number 10, Drew Watson. Braden Holthouse gets the start here. Matthew Gock will join them. Number 33, Jeffrey Lee. And number 35, big 6'2", Langdon Lambert out there for the Bombers to start off this contest.
Player to watch out for Macomb here, Drew Watson. Always a beast, no matter what he plays.
Both the Watsons, you might say, actually.
Both the Watsons are, pretty good at sports.
We'll see Connor on here a little later tonight during the varsity matchup. We got Jeff Watson in the live chat saying, "Let's go Drew Watson," from your cousin Isabel Watson watching from Williamsville. Jeff, we're glad to have you alongside with us here tonight. This one's underway. Bombers trying to work it around there. Pass was a little bit high over there in the corner. I believe that was intended for Jeffrey Lee. Indians will bring the ball up here. High pressure put on from Matthew Gock. And a steal from Macomb. Holthouse has it, loses it for a second. Lee comes up with it. Pass up the court, left-hand layup is good. Langdon Lambert scores the first points of this contest. And gives the Bomber 2-0 lead.
And as some of you may already know, we are trying a different camera angle today. So let us know how you think of it in the chat.
Indians working the ball here around. Have it high, top of the key. Number 3, that is Carter Sowers with it now. He's guarded closely by Lambert. Sowers is able to get it over for Grove. And an early timeout here as Lewiston head coach Justin Batterton sees something he doesn't like. Timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
And welcome back here to Macomb High School. Bombers on the board here early. Indians scoreless. Again, Lewiston coach seeing something he didn't like there. The Indians not really doing a good job moving off the ball, maybe trying to get something drawn up, get a little more motion on the court.
And that's just because Macomb's defense is very much man-on-man. Don't let your guy get open.
Yeah, and this Macomb team, they have definitely a lot of length, a lot of size for his JV team.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Langdon Lambert, he's 6'2" with long arms, and he's up there pressing the ball.
He's out there looking like he should be playing wide receiver here at Macomb, but
drive inside there, and bucket is good from LJ Draper. Knots us up at 2.
Drew Watson walking up. It seems that Lewistown is going to be covering the paint for the most part.
Yeah.
Letting them get open out, which
2-3 zone slapped on from the Indians. Skip pass over to Holthouse. 3 rims in and out, but Lambert underneath the basket gets the 2-pointer up and good.
I was going to say something else. This Macomb team really emphasis is the three-point shot on both JV and varsity. They like taking the shots from deep.
Yeah, and if the Indians are going to stay in that 2-3 zone, you're going to have to look to make the skip pass and hit those wide open threes. 3 on the way here from the Indians, no good. Rebound fought for underneath. Nice save there from Clear, but right into the hands of Holthouse. Behind the back move, lobs it up for Lambert, no good. Holthouse with the rebound.
And with an interesting pass from Drew Watson, Holthouse goes up for a shot, but it is blocked as there is a foul.
Lewistown foul 34, LJ Draper is first, team first.
So it'll be Holthouse heading to the line here.
Like making these early shots. Because these are the shots that eventually come back and bite you later.
Yeah, foul shooting is definitely an important aspect of the game. Bombers looking to extend their lead here. Holthouse at the line, ready to queue up number 2. And the free throw is up and good. Bombers lead 6-2.
Great start. Hopefully they can manage their lead. And a charging call against number 32, Blaine Clary.
Watson has it at the top of the key, fakes the drive inside, gets it over to the right wing. Now down low, out to Holthouse. Watson
open.
over to the right wing, thought about shooting it maybe. Pass comes off the foot, down to the high post, back out to Watson who drives in, kicks out for Holthouse. His 3, a little short, but Watson's there for the cleanup.
Matthew Gock is wide open right now. He wants that ball and he wants to take that shot.
Lambert tried to get the post move down low, but Watson with another offensive rebound here. Inside, Lambert out to Holthouse. Head fakes, drives. Over to Jeffrey Lee. Back up top for Watson. Hop step inside. Nice finish there, Drew Watson.
Yeah, and that's one of those long points that you score in the paint that the defense is not like. You don't like staying there for way too long. And it's stolen by Holthouse as he goes up to the basket and shoot. And it is good for 2.
Holthouse with the steal in the bucket gives the Bombers a 10-2 advantage here early in the first quarter. There's 4:30 left here. Timeout called by the Indians. We'll take one as well. Listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Every day, we walk through these doors, not knowing what waits. It's not easy, but we do it every day because our mission is you. Providing you compassionate care, and providing you the best possible patient experience. McDonough District Hospital.
Welcome back here to Macomb High School. Bombers out to an early lead, 4:30 remaining in the first quarter of this JV contest. They lead 10-2. And high pressure by the Bombers, kind of in almost a 1-2-2 press, it looks like. Number 32 for the Indians is able to get around it, feed down low. That was Colby Clear to LJ Draper.
And a long pass to Holthouse.
Again, those skip passes you got to look for, especially against this 2-3 zone. Watson drives in, tries to thread the needle on the bounce pass down low to Lee.
And then
Lee couldn't quite handle it. It goes out of bounds.
some substitutes coming in right now. Number 3, Mackay Conley, and I think that's number 20, Nolan Hogue.
So Hogue and Conley check in for the Bombers here. Almost a travel there on the far corner.
And Conley with the steal. He's going to go up, and it's good.
So Conley comes in the game, makes an instant impact.
Always
Was able to get the steal in the bucket, kind of like Holthouse did a little bit earlier.
Yeah, wide open lane, and it's nope. It's going to be thrown back in.
Foul here. We'll see who it goes on. That one will be on number 20, Nolan Hogue of the Bombers side. Not a shooting foul. I thought for a second they were going to call that shooting and give the Indians some free throws, but they say it was on the floor.
Yeah, wasn't quite in the paint yet.
Clear has it, gets it back up top for Sowers.
Looking to pass, no one's getting real open.
Conley is all over him, active hands. Already seen he's gotten one steal here.
Yep. Stuttering.
Drive
to the
inside.
paint, and
Pass
it's
fake and good. That was number 15, Brennan Grove for the Indians.
Drew Watson zooming down the field. He passes to Hogue, who then passes back. Holtzhaus with the ball. Passes to Conley, who then passes back to Hogue. To Eddington for 2. Pass from Conley wanted to go up and get that ball again, but it just wasn't able to get in. So Conley will now go to the line. And this time you really want to make your name noticed. He shoots. Oh, nothing but net right there. Conley trying to perfect his shot again. Going back, and it's no good. Coleman passes to Reed, who then passes back.
Driving here from Grove, no good. Gets his own offensive rebound, misses the second chance at the bucket. Rebounded by Conley. He pushes the pace up the court, decides to back it out. Took a little bit of a bump there. Over to the wing for Watson. Euro step inside, rolls in and out. Watson fights for his own rebound, can't quite grab it. And the Indians are up with it.
Yeah, that Euro step went all around the world and right back to him.
Foul here is going to be charged on Conley.
Brady Scalf is now in the game. One of the more taller people on this Macomb JV squad.
Yeah, rosters have him listed at 6'1".
And then Drew Watson with the steal. He's gonna reel it back in real quick and take a deep three and then miss. Oh.
Rebounded by Lambert, and who is that down there? That's Hogue fighting for the rebound. Tried to get the putback, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Lambert. 15-6 is your score. 1:33 remaining in the first quarter. Drew Watson's able to get the steal on the inbounds. He's going to look to drive inside. Tried to get it out to Conley, but Conley wasn't ready for it.
And then Conley just shot it right into him.
Yeah, Conley has pockets picked, but he steals it right back. Watson with a nice bounce pass ahead to Conley, and the two-pointer up and good.
There you go.
Again, this Bombers team has been able to force a lot of turnovers here early on thanks to this press and constant pressure. That's a wild pass. Lambert just comes and swats it away. It'll go out of bounds. Stay with the Indians.
The Indians just seem to be staying back towards their court, looking more towards to defend them rather than score.
Number 14 for the Indians. That's Parker Rodis will inbound. Gets it over to Clear. Working on Scalf. Into the corner. Rodis has it again. Tries to get it inside, and Hogue's going to pick up a foul down low.
And they'll be throwing it in. Easton Happ will throw it in. Who throws it in to number 32, Blaine Clary, who misses the shot, tries to recover his own rebound, and it's successful. And then number 12, Connor Smith, is able to get it in. Oh, my bad, not Connor Smith. That will be Blaine Clearly, who then gets the and one.
So Clear will take a trip to the line, looking to convert the old-fashioned three-point play. Number 23, Matthew Gach, checks in back in for the Bombers, as well does Braden Holthouse. 45 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Free throw is up and good. So Clear converts the 33-point play.
Holthouse with the ball.
Bombers kick it out for Watson in the corner. Nice pass down low for Conley, who was looking to get it to Lambert. Has it tipped away. Indians almost turn it over. Pass down low. Couple pump fakes, step through, no good. And it's to be rebounded by Watson.
Wide
One
open.
hand pass up to Holthouse, and the layup is good.
Yep.
Again, this Bombers team just looking to push the pace here, and they've done a heck of a job of it. They forced a lot of turnovers, and that helps. It's Conley looking for another steal. But it'll stay Indians' ball.
Wasn't able to fully get that ball back into his possession, but a steal's a steal regardless. And number 2, Blake Mason will toss it in.
Mason's pass is picked off by Holthouse, who gets it to Conley. Faked it behind the back, looking for the layup, no good. Watson with the rebound, and layup is good. And that's how the first quarter will come to an end here. Bombers lead 21-9. We'll take a quick break and be right back with you on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Welcome back here to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Bombers out to a big lead here at the end of one. 21-9 is the score. Mason inbounds it over to Clear. Gets the crossover on Holthouse. Back over to Mason. He's got Watson on him. Again, Mason forced to pick up his dribble. A pass over to Draper. Nice triple threat there. He's able to get it over to the left wing. Looking to get the ball down low to Clear, but Conley is kind of cutting off those passing lanes. The ball almost thrown away into the hands of Gach. Again, this Macomb team, they just come up and pressure so high on the ball.
Yeah, it's hard.
No matter who has the ball, they're playing up towards the volleyball line, making those passes down low very hard for the Indians.
And now we're starting to see why Macomb has such great defense. They don't often let up shots like that.
And a big block there from Conley down low. He's able to sky up, get the rejection. Watson pushing the pace. Back to Conley. He looks for the three. A little bit short on that one. Rebounded by the Indians. Not clear yet. Again, this Macomb team putting on a lot of pressure. Mason with a nice in and out dribble on Watson is able to free up a pass over to Clear. Up top for Owen Kelly, who gets it over to the left wing. Had Clear on the cut there, and Watson comes in from behind with the steal. He's got one man to beat, and he does. Drew Watson gets the two-pointer up and good for the Bombers, 23-9 here.
Yeah, I think with that steal, he just kind of popped it out right as he hit it on the ground and then was able to run towards the other direction.
Yeah, just didn't see him coming up from behind, and Watson's able to get the steal in the bucket. Clear looking to get something going here. Might have been fouled there. None's called. Holthouse up to Watson. Layup, no good, but Conley with the putback is good.
Great shot right there. Great recognition.
And a timeout will be called here by the Indians.
30-second timeout, Lewistown.
With locations in Macomb and Augusta, and with 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.lbsalescars.com to check out their inventory. Since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852 and find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort.
And Macomb right now with a very comfortable lead, 25-9 right now.
I see what you did there. That was good. It was a good callback. Again, the Indians here working the ball up. He's able to get it over for Grove. He takes it inside. No good. Rebound underneath. Post hook there. I'll get a name on that. That's Carter Sowers. Foul will go on Macomb, so he'll take a trip to the line.
He's going on the line for 2 there. Got a little bit too much. Got a little bit too much hand, and fortunately, those are penalties that you get. Goes to the line to shoot, and it's bounces out.
First free throw comes hard off the back iron for Sowers. He's looking to push the Indians into double digits here in this contest. Number 42 for the Bombers, Emmett Beck checked in. And the second free throw is up and good. So the Indians cross the double-digit mark, but it's the Bombers with a 15-point lead here. Holthouse brings the ball up. Langdon Lambert's able to get the bucket up and good. 27-10 now in favor of the Bombers.
Yep. However, something that they are going to have to watch out for, they currently have 5 fouls on the day. They don't want to get any more of this happen, force them into the bonus.
Yeah, the Bombers have been a little handsy here early. They picked up a couple fouls. Again, that is one thing you got to watch out for, because foul a couple more times, couple free throws, and Lewiston's right back in it. Pass mishandled by Mason. Watson comes up with it. He'll go to the rim, and layup is good. Seen a lot of that here tonight. The Bombers just getting turnovers and pushing the pace on the fast break.
Yeah, they really like that Watson on Mason matchup right there.
And Watson's up to 8 points here. Pass down into the corner for Barkley.
Back to Mason, who then passes to Barkley.
Over to the left wing. That Sowers has it, gets it into the corner for Grove. Back up top for Mason. Mason with Watson on him is able to get it over to Grove, who drives in. Layup no good. Big rebound down there from Holthouse. He throws it up to Watson. Had a man down low, doesn't get it to him. Puts the spin move on, gets it out to the right wing, drive inside. Met by a few Indians defenders, and Watson will just back it out here.
Watson just seems to like throwing it not very traditionally, as some may say, and that might be a tripping call. Yep.
Watson takes a hard fall here.
Indian foul number 10, John Barclay.
Foul will go on the Indians.
John Barclay with the foul.
34, LJ Draper.
Come on, John. Why'd you trip him?
Isaac Lightbach, number 4, will also check in for McCall.
Watson checks out. Number 4 for the Bombers checks in. Isaac Lindbaugh. As well as number 1, Cooper Hobson for the Bombers. Quick 3 into the corner for Holthouse is on the way and good.
Beautiful shot, beautiful arc. You knew that was going in from the get-go.
Yeah, Holthouse definitely one of the big shooters on this Macomb team. And drive inside there as Lambert's going to pick up the foul.
Which they wouldn't even need in the first place because that ball wasn't going in.
Owen Kelly, no one picked Kelly up there. After the free throw, he had a wide open look at the rim until Lambert came and fouled him.
Yep. And got the good old assist from the rim.
Brady Scalf checks in. Lambert will check out for the Bombers.
A lot of size on this court right now.
Second free throw on its way, high arcing and good.
32-12 right now. Holthouse with the ball, who then passes to Hobson. Passing it to Brady, who shots off.
Indians pushing the pace right back here.
And he loses
Barkley.
control of the ball.
Foul will be called here. Let's see if it'll go on Macomb. No, it'll go on Lewiston.
Yeah.
Barkley picked up the foul.
Yeah, I tripped him up right there.
Team 4.
Holthouse bounce passes it down low for Scalf, who gets it back out to Holthouse, and a three-pointer good.
Holthouse is lighting up right now. He's getting fired up.
Drive inside, has his pocket picked. Pass comes up to Holthouse, Euro step, just too big down there.
Yep.
And Holthouse with 8 unanswered points of his own pushes the Bombers' lead 37-12.
Yep.
Drive inside here by Barkley. He's cut off nicely. Is able to get it over for Grove, who kind of head fakes, drives here, and they're going to call a charge. Nice job there. Isaac Lindbach down there, the smallest man on the court.
Taking one for the team.
Taking one for the team there. Nice charge draw there. That's just smart defense on the part of Lindbach. Saw the bigger man coming at him, got his feet set. Gets the Bomber an extra possession here. Holthouse over to the left wing, back up top for Holthouse. You got to come out on him here. He's knocked down a pair of threes.
Might try getting a little rough with Holthouse right here. Draw some fouls on him.
Into the corner for Scalf. His long two is on the way, no good. Tries to track his own rebound, but can't. Grove pushes the pace here for the Indians. Gets it over, long mid-range on the way. Will roll in and out. Cooper Hobson with the rebound. Back into the hands of Holthouse. Someone's got to get out on him. Holthouse is going to pull that one and make it. 3 3-pointers from Braden Holthouse here in the second quarter. He's got 17 points here already.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think he's missed a 3 this game.
At least not in the second quarter for sure. He's 3 for 3 here. He's got a layup to go with it.
And he blocks the ball, and he's going straight for that layup. And it's good. 42-12 right now.
Holthouse gives the Bombers a 30-point lead. Driving side here, nice shot there from Owen Kelly. Is able to stop the Holthouse run.
Unfortunately, Holthouse right back with the ball. He's looking. He's deciding.
Shot on the way there, no good. Big rebound and down low from Scalf, who loses it into the hands of Grove. Grove looking to catch the defense when they're not set up yet. We'll see which way this goes. It'll be Macomb ball. Grove must have kicked it on the way out. Big lineup shift here for the Bombers.
Drew Watson coming back in. Conley coming back in. And then Brady staying out there along with Jeffrey Lee and Matthew Gock.
So Holthouse checks out with 19 points in the contest. Went on a big run by himself. We'll see if the Bombers can get something going without him on the court.
Drew Watson, I'm sure he's wanting to take those points and be the leader.
Conley, nice pass down low to Watson, who gets the layup up and good.
Yep.
Nice pass from the top by Conley down to Watson. Conley gambling for another steal. Clear has it here, drives inside. Lee was looking to draw the charge, but none called, and the two-pointer is up and good for Colby Clear.
And with only 30 seconds left, you're Macomb, just try to slow it down, run your offense for a bit. Don't let them get the ball back.
Yeah, want to limit it to one shot here if you're the Bombers. Watson drives in, says, how about I just take my two anyway?
Yeah, he's something.
Clear drives in, it's cut off by Scalf. Clear gets the ball back inside, partially blocked.
With only 1.9 left to go, got to expect them to run something real quick here. You got to press up if you're Macomb. Make sure they don't find that spot. And they get it to number 32.
Three, no good. That's how we'll end the first half. Bombers lead 46-16. Again, you're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be right back with you. Kind of at the end of this halftime, we're going to play a quick interview, and then we'll be back with you.
All right, welcome back here. I'm with Dr. Ed Card from MDH. And Dr. Card, you're a face that a lot of people throughout Macomb. I've worked in Macomb in media for a long time, so I've heard your name, seen advertisements with your name and picture in it for, we're not going to talk about how long, but it's been a while, okay? You're quote-unquote retiring, sort of, but you're the chief medical officer still.
True. I am no longer doing surgery. I'm no longer doing clinical medicine. I have two very good partners coming in who are going to be taking over the clinical side of things. And I want to be there for them to help them with the transition into private practice and so just provide some support. They don't need a whole lot of support, but for what they do need, I want to be there. And then I'm transitioning into full-time administrative position as the chief medical officer, which puts me in charge of the quality program, the patient safety program, and the med staff office, as well as utilization management. And those are all areas that we've been working on in the past. And I've been chief medical officer for 2 years, but now I can devote a lot more time, a lot more energy to improving those programs, and by extension then improving the quality and safety of care at our hospital.
I feel like that seeing you as many years as you put in at MDH and being willing and able to stick around after you're done doing surgery, you're done doing your clinical hours, you're willing to stay here. To me, that must mean that you feel like MDH is on the right track and doing things the way you want it to be done, right?
I thoroughly believe that. I think we're in a better place now, clinically, administratively, and with the new surgeons. I think we're in a better place than we've been in all the time that I've been here. And while we've tried not to mention it, it's only been 38 years.
So you have a few things up your sleeve that you can, the new guys and girls and whoever might come after you while you're still here, you've got a few tricks you can probably teach them, right?
You pick up a couple of things in that long period of time of doing surgery. And when I started, I did a lot of vascular surgery, but most of that now is done by cardiology and radiology. So that has sort of faded, but we're doing a lot more laparoscopic things. Dr. Peck is actually trained in laparoscopy, took a fellowship. Dr. White is very, very good, and I think the two of them together, both women, but I think that they're going to be incredible. I really think they're going to be very, very good. And the strengths of one balance off the other areas for the other. It's really a very nice synergistic pairing of those two who are both very, very good.
And I would imagine that your license obviously is still going to be valid, so if it gets into a pinch and they call Dr. Card and say, hey, we need something right now, you're probably still here and able to do that?
I've been known to answer that. I'm still around and available if there are questions or problems or things, people need an extra pair of hands in the operating room or run into something they haven't seen before. I'm still going to be around for that, and in fact, helped with an operation this morning. So I think that's going to be a nice transition for me, because I don't have to just stop being in the operating room, and hopefully helpful for Dr. Peck and Dr. White as well.
I would imagine after 38 years, just stopping something would be like stopping cigarettes, right? It'd be really hard to do.
Oh, no.
No? Oh.
It's not being on call is pretty okay. I'm enjoying that. So that is not a difficult transition at all. Came to town when I was 29 years old and have been doing surgery here all that time. And you sort of go through phases. There's the scared phase when you're first starting. Then there's the I can't believe how exciting and fun this is. And I've moved into the third phase, which is this really is work. So I think it's time for me to move to other things and certainly not compete for patients with our two new surgeons.
Well, I can speak for most of the people, I think, in Macomb and McDonough County. We're happy you're still around. Thank you for everything you've done through the years. I think that you've probably become a Macomb homie after spending over half your life here anyway, right?
Pretty close. I still can't trace back people's ancestry 3 generations like everybody else in town can. So I'm not a true Macombite yet. But you know, the other side of that is that the community has been incredibly kind to me through the course of my career, entrusting me with their care and with their health. And I'm very grateful to the community for that as well. It's not been a one-way street at all.
Well, I'm Dwayne Hulett. This has been Dr. Ed Card. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back with some more sports right after this.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Every day, we walk through these doors, not knowing what waits. It's not easy, but we do it every day because our mission is you. Providing you compassionate care and providing you the best possible patient experience. McDonough District Hospital.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And you know, sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
I feel honored for those patients to have chosen me as their provider to begin with. So when they come in, I definitely have to show them respect and try to take care of them the best way I can.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Welcome back here in Macomb High School. Bombers big 30-point lead. Going to be starting the second half of the JV game. Braden Holthouse has 19 points. Drew Watson with 12 points carrying the scoring for the Bombers. It'll be Indians basketball to start the second half.
Some keys that going into the second quarter that both teams have to do. If you're the Indians, shoots again and it's off. The ball is bounced out.
Bomber personal foul, 35, Langdon Lambert, and second and team first.
Just use mine at this point.
Okay, I think we're back on here, folks. Sorry, I think the Wi-Fi just gave out here. Trying to get that sorted out. Hopefully the stream is still going on. Looks like it might be. And it might not be.
Out of bounds to Lewistown.
So Bombers pushing the pace here. Holthouse on the break. Again, I think looks like it's lagging pretty bad. Not sure how it is on your guys' end because I got nothing up here. Again, sorry about that. Internet that we were using just decided to quit.
Hopefully we'll be able to get that fixed in the varsity game.
Clear with the ball. Gets it up top for the Indians. Over to the right wing. Back for Clear, who drives inside, spins through a couple Bombers defenders, and ball out of bounds, Bombers ball. (46-18) is the score. Bombers doing a nice job working around here. Lambert kicks out for Holthouse. His three is good. Braden Holthouse up to 4 threes and 22 points on the night. Big game from him.
He's just been fireworks all night.
Indians drive into the hands of the Bombers. Holthouse with a long outlet pass up to Watson. Layups up and good. Drew Watson with the 2, pushes Macomb over the 50 mark. 51-18.
If I may be so clever.
Watson, nice spin move there.
If I may be so clever there.
Indians with the ball.
Tip out of bounds. And it will be timeout to the Indians. Oh, nope, substitution.
Indians with the ball here. Gets it over. Nice pump fake there. Pass down low for Clear as a shot blocked by Conley. Holthouse with it.
And then Clear
gets it up to Conley.
Clear did his all to try to block it, but unfortunately just wasn't enough.
3 on the way, a little long. Conley with the offensive rebound. No one picks him up. He'll pull the 3. That one's no good. Rebounded by the Indians.
And the ball is just taken away.
Indians with it still. Working the ball around. Gets in the corner. Long 3-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound secured by Lambert.
Then Drew Watson.
And again, the Bombers just leaking out on the rebound.
Yep, you want to avoid this running clock right here if you're the Indians. That's kind of the goal. Obviously, you do want to get back into this game, but first things first, you want to make sure that clock isn't running.
Mason with the ball for the Indians. Has his pocket cleanly picked by Watson, who just trots towards the rim. Gets the layup up and good. 59-18 for the Bombers. Big run here for them, and a timeout on the Lewiston side. Again, Lewiston TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Back at you here at Macomb High School again. Sorry about the internet cutting out there. I think we got it working now. At least I got it pulled up on my phone. Things look like they were running smoothly while I had it pulled up. So hopefully they continue to operate that way. Running clock territory for the Bombers. So looking to get out of this JV contest a little earlier than scheduled.
And then John Barclay to walk up.
Barkley brings the ball up for the Indians, gets it over to the right wing. Indians doing a nice job working it around. Free throw line floater, no good. Rebounded down low by Watson.
Who will walk up to the other side. Taking it very slow and methodical right now. You want to run your offense.
Over to Holthouse, back to Watson. Spins back over to Holthouse, down to Lampert. Finds the cutting Conley. Nice power dribble, layup up and good for Conley.
Besides for Watson and Holthouse, Conley has been a bit unnoticed, I'd say. He's had some really good points today.
Yeah, Conley has put together a nice performance off the bench for the Bombers.
Showing out for bench gang. Conley with the ball, passes back to Holthouse, then passes it back to Conley. Up to Watson, but the shot is no good, but it is rebounded by number 15, Brennan Grove.
Push the pace there, layup up and good for the Indians.
61 to 20. Holthouse looking to shoot. However, he passes it. Drew Watson with the ball. Passes it to Goff. Holthouse with the ball, who then passes back. Back to the middle. The floater misses.
Rebounded by Grove. One-hand pass all the way up the court. Nice play from Watson. Was able to get his head turned and picks off the pass. And again, the Bombers just slowing this game down. No reason to rush here out to the big lead. Just let the clock run. Watson gets it to the high post for Lambert. Free through the line. Looks like he was looking down low for Gok. Pulls it back out. Back inside for Lambert. And Conley was looking to get the lob pass down low for Gok, but it was picked off.
Fortunately, he passed it right to the defense.
Grove over, short mid-range jump shot is good. I believe that was number 12, Owen Kelly, with the jump shot.
And then Holthouse will just hold on. Pass it to Watson. Back to Holthouse. Watson for three, and it's good.
So the Bombers not taking their foot off the pedal quite yet. It's Watson up to 23 points, and he's about to score two more here. Just decided to back it out. I think the pass kind of led him a little further under the rim. Yeah. Maybe he did out his good sportsmanship, trying not to run up the score the best he can. Holthouse thought about the three. Back up for Watson, who knocks down back-to-back threes.
Yep. Both Holthouse and Watson have over 20 points on the day.
Yeah, and both of them closing in on that 25 mark. Holthouse with 24, Watson with 26. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Again, you're listening to TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. We'll take a quick break and be right back with you for the start of the fourth quarter.
I would have to say that is the most rewarding part of what I do, making a difference in people's lives, taking care of the women from puberty on through postmenopausal stages and seeing them go through the phases and stages of life.
I feel honored for those patients to have chosen me as their provider to begin with. So when they come in, I definitely have to show them respect and try to take care of them the best way I can.
Back here with you at Macomb for the start of the fourth quarter. Bombers out to a big lead. Clock will run here in the fourth quarter. Again, I mean, 2 words for you, Watson and Holthouse for the Bombers squad. 24 points for Holthouse and 26 for Watson, as they both will presumably sit the bench for their entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, let some of the younger guys on the bench get some reps in.
Actually, I say that. I see they're both walking off the court, probably getting ready for the varsity contest after this one. So definitely will not see them again.
Number 2, Zarine Penn passes it to number 1, Cooper Hobson.
Penn's first action in the game. Gets it into the corner. He'll drive inside. Nice move there. Left-hand layup is good.
Like showing to the coaches now, it's the best time to see, like, hey, coach, I want those varsity reps. Give them to me right now.
Yeah, Watson and Holthouse were able to get a big lead for the Bombers, so let some of these other guys get in. As Penn had a nice move there, attacking the rim. Was able to shut off a couple defenders and get the layup to go. Into the corner, the Indians have it. Back up top for the wings. Sowers has it. Back over to the left wing for Clear. Throws a pass fake. Indians just kind of working it around here. Nice pass down low. Lear with the layup, 2 points and good.
Penn up to the line. He passes to Hobson, who then passes to Brady, back to Hobson. Stutter step from Penn. He loses the ball and his shoe. Jump ball, but it's going right back to Macomb. Penn looking to pass it in. He had a wide open Brady, but instead chooses to pass it to number 42, Emmett Peck, who hops in with the shot, but he's off. Brady's open, but it is stolen. Sowers with the ball, walking up. Paisley with a deep 3, but it is missed. Penn driving to the hoop, and it's good. And then Penn will also get his and 1 shot coming up here for the traditional 3. As Macomb will sub in some players. They will sub in Isaac House, Deja Yuspo, and Daniel Taylor. Penn with the 1-pointer. And the shot is no good. However, Penn recovers his own ball. He passes it. Brady with the ball. Penn signaling some people where to go. And it's off Mason. However, he recovers the ball. Penn on him.
Indians working the ball around here. Gets it up for Landon Link.
Who then passes to Paisley.
And
however,
Penn
shots off.
gets the
Penn
steal.
With the ball, and the layup is good. Okay. Brian Penn is showing out so far why he wants to play more reps. However, Sowers with 3, and unfortunately it is just short. Penn back with the ball. Signaling some of the players to set up a screen. Brady with the ball. Passes back to Penn for 3, and it's just short. And it's still Macomb's ball. 3:30 left to go in the game. Penn will throw it into his team.
Penn looking inbound here. See if he'll get it in, and gets it into South down low. Wild shot on the way, no good.
No good.
Rebound by Kelly into the hands of Mason.
Mason walking up. looking for someone to get open. He finds someone, number 20, Brett Paisley. Number 12 with the ball, Owen Kelly, who then passes to Landon Link. Back to Sowers. The Indians staying deep in the 3 territory. They're not wanting to get close to the paint right now. Wide open shot for Landon Link, and it's off. However, the ball stays inbounds.
And that's got to be out of bounds.
That is a backcourt violation, I think. 2:30 to go left in the game. Daniel tosses in for Penn. Isaac passes to Dejar. Penn, drive towards the basket, misses, but he gets his 2. That was a very athletic shot. Unfortunately, it just wasn't able to go in, but he'll go for the line for 2 free throws.
Again, Penn is coming to this game. He's done a nice job here off the bench in the 4th quarter.
He, I believe, has more than 10 points in this game. First free throw was missed. The shot is up, and it's good. Mason to pass it in to Sowers, who will walk it up. Playing press on them right now, trying to find a way to get that basket. Link's ball is intercepted. Passes to Daniel, who walks back out. Couldn't get that lane back open. Dejar passes to Daniel, who misses the ball, and that will be going to the Indians. Mason with the ball walking up. Penn trying to block it, and then Dejar trying to steal the ball from him, but it goes out of bounds. And passes the Penn, but it goes out of nowhere. And with that, that will probably be the last play of the game. Lewiston Indians 24, Macomb Bombers 74.
So a big win here in the JV contest for the Bombers. Again, if you're new here, what will happen is this stream will end. The next stream, titled Macomb Varsity Boys Basketball stream, will start somewhere in the realm in about 10 to 15 minutes. We hope to see you there. We're going to try to get some internet issues figured out, so hopefully we don't drop like we did in that game for the varsity game. Again, this has been TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We hope to see you